There are 62 named ecological systems found in Montana. These systems are described in the Montana Field Guides Ecological Systems of Montana. An ecosystem is a biological environment consisting of all the organisms living in a particular area, as well as all the non-living, physical components of the environment with which the organisms interact, such as air, soil, water and sunlight. It is all the organisms in a given area, along with the non-living factors with which they interact, a biological community and its physical environment. Forest and woodland systems. Northern Rocky Mountain montane mixed conifer forest. Rocky Mountain subalpine spruce fir forest and woodland. Northwestern Great Plains Black Hills ponderosa pine woodland and savanna. Northern Rocky Mountain dry montane mixed conifer forest. Rocky Mountain foothill limber pine juniper woodland. Northern Rocky Mountain foothill conifer wooded steppe. Rocky Mountain lodgepole pine forest. Middle Rocky Mountain montane Douglas fir forest and woodland. Northern Rocky Mountain ponderosa pine woodland and savanna. Rocky Mountain Porcite lodgepole pine forest. Rocky Mountain subalpine dry spruce fir forest and woodland. Northern Rocky Mountain subalpine woodland and parkland. Rocky Mountain aspen forest and woodland. Western Great Plains wooded draw and ravine. Intermountain basins mountain mahogany woodland and shrubland. Intermountain basins aspen mixed conifer forest woodland. Alpine systems. Rocky Mountain alpine dwarf shrubland. Rocky Mountain alpine turf. Rocky Mountain alpine bedrock and scree. Rocky Mountain alpine fell field. North American alpine ice field. Shrubland, steppe and savanna systems. Northwestern Great Plains shrubland. Rocky Mountain lower montane foothill shrubland. Northern Rocky Mountain montane foothill deciduous shrubland. Northern Rocky Mountain subalpine deciduous shrubland. Intermountain basins big sagebrush steppe. Intermountain basins montane sagebrush steppe. Intermountain basins big sagebrush shrubland. Wyoming basins dwarf sagebrush shrubland and steppe. Intermountain basins matte salt bush shrubland. Intermountain basins mixed salt desert scrub. Grassland systems. Northwestern Great Plains mixed grass prairie. Western Great Plains sand prairie. Northern Rocky Mountain lower montane, foothill and valley grassland. Rocky Mountain subalpine montane meadow. Northern Rocky Mountain subalpine upper montane grassland. Sparse and barren systems. Intermountain basins active and stabilized dune. Western Great Plains badlands. Intermountain basins shale badland. Western Great Plains cliff and outcrop. Rocky Mountain cliff, canyon and massive bedrock. Intermountain basins cliff and canyon. Open water, wetland and riparian systems. Rocky Mountain subalpine montane fen. Western Great Plains closed depressional wetland. Western Great Plains open freshwater depression wetland. Great Plains prairie pothole. Western Great Plains saline depression wetland. Northern Rocky Mountain wooded vernal pool. Intermountain basins greasewood flat. Northwestern Great Plains floodplain. Northwestern Great Plains riparian. Northern Rocky Mountain lower montane riparian woodland and shrubland. Rocky Mountain lower montane foothill riparian woodland and shrubland. Rocky Mountain subalpine montane riparian shrubland. Rocky Mountain subalpine montane riparian woodland. Northern Rocky Mountain conifer swamp. North American arid west. Geysers and hot springs. Open water. Rocky Mountain alpine montane wet meadow.